line, slope formula. Right now I have told you. For straight line, what is the formula of gradient or slope? Just now I told you.
Rise over run, rise over run.
Very good. Rise over run. But the same thing for tangent line. Tangent means that is touching, right? So it is. I mean, it is only touching with a particular point. In that case, you don't go for the rise over run. Instead, you can go for same rise over run. Okay. But here I have to put some constraint. What is the constraint is that how do you make this tangent into a secant? For example, here what is the value? Here what is the value? Here what is the value? Let me write down what is the tangent, gradient for tangent. So let me write down like this, gradient for tangent. Tell me what is the formula? Show me. Rise. How much rise?
Rise over run. Rise over run.
8 minus 10 divided by run. Run out of value. How much run?
5.
7 minus 2, right? Now, here I am putting something called limit. What is the limit is there? Limit is nothing but the change in x-axis. How much change? Some value is there, right? So let me consider the same graph. Let me modify it with slightly a different notation. Okay, same graph. Let me modify it with a different notation. Just keep the same thing. Okay. Slightly a different notation I am going to use it. What is this axis? X-axis. So let me consider the values x. What is y? Y is nothing but the function. Y equal to f of x. Can you tell me what about if this is x, what about this one? If this is x, what about this one? This is function of x.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Similarly, this point is x plus h. Tell me what about this? This is a function of which one?
F plus x.
Yes. Right. So now tell me what is the gradient formula? With respect to the notation I have written. Gradient means
F
rise
times
over
x.
run. What is the meaning of rise?
F
Rise
of
means,
x.
which one is rise? That is f of x plus h. In that value, which value you have to subtract it? F of x. Is that okay?
Yes.
Why I am putting like this? I am putting like this. Rise means what? Higher value minus lower value, isn't it?
Yes.
That's why I am putting f of x plus h minus f of x, right? That you have to divide it by run. What is the meaning of run? Run means which one you have you took difference. Earlier you told me no. Here we have 7 seconds. Here we have 5 seconds. Instead of that, here we have some notation. What is the notation? X plus h is there, and here we have
x plus h
X plus h.
minus x
x plus h is here, and here we have only
Minus x.
minus x only. Understand or what is?
Yes.
Right. So this is what the meaning, right? So this is nothing but the gradient. Okay. But same gradient, if you want to write out for now, we can simplify it. F of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Right? So this is what the formula for gradient for any kind of structure like this. This is how you have to find out the gradient. Okay.
Okay.
But the same, the gradient value for tangent is different. That means same equation I have considered, same equation I am going to consider it. Okay, but that will stop today, right? So I'll write it and we'll stop, right? The gradient for a tangent is same equation I have written, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h I have written, but here you have to put something called limit h tends to 0. What is the meaning of h? As I am reducing the value, it will try to become which one? See, what is the meaning of h? H is nothing but this distance, no. If you are reducing, if the h value equal to 0 means what is the meaning? Limit. What is the meaning of limit? Limit means You are trying to limit the things. You are trying to limit the things. Instead of making h to be larger, if you are making h to be smaller, how the diagram will be looking like? How the diagram will be changed? Instead of the diagram, triangle will be like this. How it will be?
It'll be like straight line.
It will be very smaller, you know.
Yeah.
Understand or right? So it has to be straight line, right? So it will be like instead of this, if you are making the value of h, this is what the h. If you are reducing it, how it will be?
It'll
It
be
will
shorter.
like,
It'll be shorter.
It will be very shorter, right? So it will be very shorter. So it will be very shorter like this. And even if you are reducing it, it will be very, very shorter. From this, what you are understanding, as you are reducing the value of h, what happens? The slope line, that line will become tangent line. Is it okay for you? What is the meaning of tangent? In tangent, you can't able to find out the gradient, isn't it? That's what I have shown you. What is the meaning of tangent? In a circle, if you are drawing a line like this is nothing but the tangent. Understand what I am telling?
Yes.
So now, when in this particular equation, I have found for a gradient for straight line. This is gradient for straight line. Okay. But the same thing I have derived it for tangent means what is the value you have to put? For tangent now, what is the value you have to put? You will try to make earlier value into whatever you find it for straight line, that value you try to make, you will find it out for which one I have added extra. Limit h tends to 0. When you are making limit h tends to 0, how it will be? How the diagram will be changed? Instead of a slope, it will be like a
Bigger.
instead of
Smaller.
a straight line, right?
Oh, straight line. Okay.
That is what. The straight line is nothing but tangent, no? The straight line will be like a tangent, right? So that is how you have to find out the gradient for tangent. This is what I want to explain it to you. Right?
Okay.
So this is where the concept comes. Gradient or differentiation comes. The concept comes into the picture. This is very, very important. The last class I have blindly explained. I mean, limit h tends to 0 using some mathematical sum explained. Now it is clear, I think so. Isn't it?
Yes.
So simply today we have seen gradient equal to rise over n. Okay, that's what we have seen.